There was an update from USCIS, so we'll talk about general trends. The update from USCIS provided some additional guidance on how USCIS looked at memberships and awards. I think those are the most relevant for most of you who are building for EB-1A or looking at a potential EB-1A in the future. The update, I think, has been widely praised. I don't know that it actually does that much. It doesn't, in my view, change what USCIS is doing, but it could help cut down on some of the RFEs that USCIS issues. Um, the membership update clarifies that past memberships can count towards the criteria, so the person does not necessarily need to be maintaining a fully current membership. This is especially important for people who may have been serving in academia and have now moved to industry, and maybe they held some really important memberships during their time in academia. It could also be relevant if a person served in a really prestigious role, or for a membership, like leading a council for some membership organization, but their term has ended or their time has passed, and that organization doesn't really allow people to serve for multiple different terms. And then maybe they haven't received a current membership to kind of replace that old one. So it is a helpful update for sure. Um, I don't know how many people are going to end up using it, but it's helpful. The other update was on awards, and this one confirmed that the recipient of a group award can still claim the EB-1A criteria. I do think this one has a little bit more impact. There are a lot of awards, for example, in tech, where teams are given the award. A team might work on a specific problem, um, enter a competition, receive an award on that basis. And I have received RFEs, and this has even been mentioned in prior denial notices that the person, my client, would not be eligible to claim the award criteria because the award was granted to a team or a group. USCIS has said that as long as the individual is a named member of the team, that award should be considered. I think awards is still going to be a tricky criteria. Um, USCIS has all kinds of different ways to challenge this criteria, even if they're not looking at the individual versus the team aspect. So again, this update is good. I'm not sure how impactful it is, but it is good overall.
So does that update impact researchers as well? Because a lot of research it's not just one researcher doing a research project, it might be a group of researchers.
Not necessarily. It will if that research group has won an award. But USCIS, when it examines the authorship of papers, which is usually what goes along with research, because groups will publish research, they're still going to be examining whether or not the individual filing the petition was the first author. If not the first author, whether they made a particular contribution to the project that was unique and innovative. So you still will need to build up the case to highlight the individual. And it's not enough just to be part of a really well recognized or highly regarded team.